Welcome to the second video in the series titled Our Thailand. This video is basically shows what we did in the process we went through to clear the land, to get rid of all of the bush so that we were able to then move towards the next stage with our land. Today is Tuesday, January 14th. Big surprise this morning. Day 4 of owning our land. A big surprise while we're sitting at home. We get pictures from Noon's son-in-law, and they've taken the tractor to the land and cleared the bush. It looks bigger than we even thought initially, even though we had measured everything. Initially, they had told us that they thought their tractor was too small to clear the land, but somebody obviously had a change of heart. Here we are standing in the front. This is the main road there, which leads back down to the highway. This corner here is where we're thinking a restaurant, if we do, somewhere in this corner. And if we choose to do another business, it would be here. If for some reason the kids don't want to do a business, we can lop off that front section and divide it into two and sell it to two different people for two different businesses. Don't want to do that and probably won't, but it's a fallback option. And see where somebody has cut down a few trees years ago and then left them. Looks as though they were surprised to find these stumps with the tractor. Hope it didn't damage anything and we get a bill for fixing a tractor. This is all going to have to be hauled out, or probably in Thai terms, set ablaze, burn it. So the plan is, this is the south fence line along here. As you can see, the neighbor's land is a little higher than ours, so we will need dirt. We will have to build this land up. How much? I don't think quite that much, as long as we have a fence in between. This fence here will come down, and we will build a solid fence. Solid concrete fence, the full length here, which will take us from the back road here through to the front road. What you're looking at here, the pile of brush and waste, is actually only halfway to the front road. So based on shops going there, house would probably sit not much different than right about here, with the driveway coming in between those trees. House sitting here, which should still leave us room for projected swimming pool in the back. Down here, we're not sure yet. Very good option there, maybe, to change that and sell that part off. Take a walk down here to the back so that we can get around to the other side of that brush pile and get a good look. As I mentioned earlier, this is 1 rye, 3 nyan, and 55 talon wah. So that leaves us 45 talon wah short of 2 rye, which we knew that, and it's still a very good size. People like to buy land in 1 rye chunks, but still not easy, not hard to sell if we need to at slightly under 1 rye. These big trees here in the back still intact, which is nice. Beautiful shade at some point. It's going to need to be tidied and trimmed up, as will some of the other trees. This is now looking from back to front, and as you can see, there's still plenty of land in front of the pile of debris between there and the road. Like I said, this being this road here, running the full length of the property, should make everything very accessible. Should we decide to cut anything down, it will work very, very well. As I mentioned, a number of these trees need to be tidied up, but should be good. So, as you can see, we are proud landowners of a very large piece of land. Now, the decision what to do with it. Take it slowly, step by step. That should do for now. Bye. Day 5, January 15th. Last night, did a bit of a burn of the brush pile. Was sent pictures about 5 o'clock showing the burn. Came and took a look. Quite a bit burned down, actually. What was a brush pile up the whole middle of the property now seems to be just a pile in the front and a pile in the rear. All along the middle seem to have burned right down. Speaking with New, son-in-law, who's handling clearing the land for us, he says he needs to get in a backhoe so that they can deal with these kind of stumps and pull down a lot of the bamboo along this side. There's a number of other roots up towards the back end here as well that need to be dealt with. And he will come in again with the tractor, push all of these piles back into one, and reburn again. But as you can see, we're now starting to get to where you can get a vision of the land. Of course, somebody likes to do work all the time. She's determined to clear it almost all by hand. Little car in the front. As I mentioned, just under 2 rai. A nice piece of land. Not much today, not much video, so we'll end it there and wait until the next phase of clearing. Today, January 18th. Got the backhoe here, cleaning up the bamboo and some of the roots for some past trees. Yeah, there's lots over there. Yeah. glad we ordered the large machine. This is good. Yeah. Naptang? Naptang? You watch the machine? You, bye bye. Bye bye. You watch the machine? Bye bye. Sit down. Bye bye. Sit down. Stand up. Come to take a look at our land again today. As you can see, it's been planted. Son-in-law No has planted the potato crop. This will be good. Will help keep the weeds down, since it'll be a year to 2 years till we do anything with it. As I mentioned before, 2 raya land. This is the northeast corner here. Pushed everything aside along the edges. We have some cleanup to do. I'm not sure what to do with these things. Some big old tree stumps. Whether I have to take them out or not. What are you doing? Hey? You cleaning? Say bamboo is starting to grow again. We'll have to do something about that. I don't want any bamboo here. This tree will stay. This needs to go. Stumps from previous burns. Need to clean up and get rid of. A bit of wood. As you can see, most of it looks good, with the exception of along the edge. This road is, well, not ours, but we're the only ones access off it, so it kind of feels like ours. The land goes right back to the back corner. More stuff here. We go right to that tree line, just those couple trees in front of the pink house. That's the back, or the south side of the property. What's that tree?
And this special.
Yeah?
Have to do it like that.
Yeah, I have to keep that tree?
Yeah.
This tree here, the big one, you're not sure about, hey? What do you think? What do you think about the big tree?
And the top up.
Cut it down or not? Or just cut it back? Okay. No. It's kind of a nice tree, but we're at odds whether to take it out and to go with more manicured trees as we work on the property, but gives lots of shade, but won't give shade where we need it, which is here. So somewhere about here, this would be an entrance through with the house back towards the fence there, and driveway in from this side. I'm guessing here along the south side there, the thing to do would be to pull a full fence complete across to separate us from the neighbors. Another tree here. Like I say, just some tidying. We'll need to put dirt, but how much we're not sure yet. I guess a lot of it will depend on coming up with a plan as to what we all want to do with the land, and then working towards it. I have a rough idea of what I want in my head, but I think I'll need to finalize it. I kind of like to keep these trees. They're kind of nice. They kind of separate it from the road, and the properties here to the north have been divided a bit, so very well could have a number of houses crop up there. Yeah, there's some general tidying up to do. Nothing serious. So this is around the west side now, looking back. As you can see, the potatoes are just starting to come now. Since we had no use for the land right away, this seemed to make sense. Allow the kids to make a little money off it for a year, since we weren't doing anything, and hopefully it'll keep the weeds from getting out of control, as opposed to just letting it sit unattended for a year to 2 years. Here's the property line down here. So we go from here, basically, well, this whole piece. Not quite 2 rye. I believe it works out to 1 rye, 3 nan, 55 talanois. So just slightly under 2 rye. A little bigger than we anticipated in the beginning, but I think it's going to work out nicely. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, you happy with the land?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
It's beautiful.
You think it's beautiful? Yeah? What should we do first?
Restaurant.
The restaurant? Way up in the front corner there? Okay.